This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it. Today we have a Whirlpool dishwasher that won't heat up the water, and this can be from various different reasons, but it's not producing any steam, it's not drying the dishes, and it's not really cleaning well, not even melting the soap. So we're going to cover some of the things that can be done to easily get your dishwasher heating again. Sometimes it's this part called the element that heats up and actually creates the heat, and if this has a break inside of it, it won't be able to create the heat, and that's something that can be tested pretty easily. This part is called the thermostat or high limit, and it's like a fuse, and if it pops, it won't send any power going to the heating element. So that's a really easy one to replace. And less commonly, the reason is the control board that lives inside the dishwasher door has a problem where one of the relays stops working. And the least common reason would be that there's a little wire that runs from the controller to the element, and it's right here at the door hinge that ends up breaking. So most likely that's not the case. Today we ruled out everything except for the controller, so we're going to show how to easily replace it. And usually these controllers are, for these older ones, are remanufactured, and they run about $120. So if you can get one, they're pretty easy to put in. We're just taking out some of the screws here near the top of the dishwasher door, going in from behind it. And that's going to allow us to take off the control panel. And this is the brand new controller. It's showing the mechanical relays, electromechanical relays here. And usually one of them gets stuck in the open position and doesn't allow electricity to flow. So we're going to just pull back on the control panel, and we can see the controller right here on the right hand side. And all we have to do to remove it is wiggle off the modular connectors. So here's one of them. We're just going to pull up, and you have to use a fair amount of force. You have to wiggle and pull to get these out. There's a second one. I'm going to pull these little connectors off, and these are for a fuse. There's another fuse in the dishwasher, the controller fuse. So we're going to pull those off. If the controller fuse was blown, though, you wouldn't get any lights, you wouldn't get any reaction at all. Our dishwasher is working, but just isn't heating, so we know it's not that fuse. We're going to pull off this ribbon cable. We're going to wiggle it up. And now we can actually get the controller off by pushing in with a standard head screwdriver on this tab here on the left toward me, and then one on the left away from me. And I can pull up the left side and pull out the old controller. Really easy. New one's going to push in. I'll bring the right side of it in first, and then I'll hinge down the left side. It'll click into place, and now I can push the ribbon cable back in. You want to make sure you push it all the way in, nice and secure. And then we're just going to add all the other modular connectors. This part actually take you probably less than 10 minutes. You'll have the new controller in already. But since it's kind of an expensive part, it's good to rule out the other components first. I think the most common thing that I've seen is the element ends up getting too hot, and it has an internal break inside of it and won't heat up anymore. So that's usually the case. So we're going to wiggle these back on, and we're going to put these back onto the fuse, and then we're going to just double check everything and then put the controller back into position, and we'll just add those screws back in. On this dishwasher, the little green clean light was blinking 7 times in a row, and that's an indication that the heating circuit has malfunctioned. And again, it could be due to a bad controller, a bad element, or a bad high limit fuse. And using a multi-tester, we determined that the element was good and that the fuse was good. So we ruled out everything except for the controller. Controller could also be replaced because it's not allowing the dishwasher to start. So we just zip these back in. And then when we did the test, we ran it for 20 minutes. We opened the door. We got a nice plume of steam coming out. And that's an indication that the heater circuit's working really well. And we didn't get the blinking green clean light. Let's get those all tight. Close it up. And then we started, we actually used the hottest setting, the sanitized setting, just to make sure the heater was working good. So probably this relay was the problem. When I removed the circuit board from its plastic cover, I found there was some black kind of smoke that had stained the plastic. So something inside the circuit board had gotten too hot. And that's probably why it wasn't sending power anymore to the element. A break in the wire inside the door does happen occasionally, but I would say that's the most rare. So I hope this helps you to get your Whirlpool heating again by yourself. If this video helps you, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate you coming to our channel. Please subscribe when you get a chance by pressing the subscribe button and also the bell button so we can send you notifications of any new videos that come along. And we have a new thing here called the applaud button. If you really liked the video, if it was helpful to you, if you can click that, we really appreciate that. It shows your interest in our channel and your support, and can't thank you enough. Feel free to contact me at the email listed below, which is scottthefixitguy@yahoo.com, with any of your questions. And also, if you need to have a FaceTime meeting with me or a Zoom meeting, you can click on one of the links below in the description, and we can set up a 15-minute or 30-minute video conference where we can work on your appliance problem. So thanks again for all your support and for watching the video.